Ready to share it with your email?
Oh,
Am I missing something?
How's it going, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, we're getting set up here. Got to get a file sent over to so we can make that happen. Come on, guys. So thank you all for jumping on right on promptly on time, and we're getting going momentarily. So bear with us for a second. Thank you for joining us.
What do you want? Best way to send it to you. It's up to you.
Lo que digas, todo su rencor siempre ha sido por dinero.
Sí. No, ella es de cuenta que está fascinada con Rocío Sánchez Azuara, sí.
Pues sí, todos esos casos.
Se identifica, haz de cuenta con eso, pero yo me imagino, iría a ese lugar, haz de cuenta, a decir mierda y media de papá.
Haz de cuenta que le abrió los ojos.
Y mierda y
todo.
media de los hijos que...
All right, here we are, folks. We got the presentation up and ready to go. So we're gonna bring that up, guys. Thank you again for bearing with us. There we go. Sorry, how do I? All right. Don't mess up because we can't go back, Jasmin. All right, guys. So welcome, guys. My name is Andrew Brooks. I am team lead here with the Real Estate Collective. This is our Team Help Tuesday. Every Tuesday we have. Can they hear me out there? Can you guys hear me out there?
Yeah.
All right. Trying to figure out what my thing's not popping up here. All right. So, yep, guys. Like I said, my name is Andrew Brooks. I'm team lead here at the Real Estate Collective. For those that know me, you've probably seen me with the LPT Realty Boot Camp. It's something we help facilitate with LPT Realty in conjunction with them. And so this class that you're about to see today is one that we do a little entry level open house, open the box, real estate 101 training at boot camp. And this one's a little bit second level, diving into the open house power pack, right? So there's a couple different power packs out there. There's just the listing power pack, the prospecting power pack, the open house power pack. And so today, Jasmin's going to expand upon her open house class that she does at the LPT Realty New Agent Boot Camp. And so, like I said, my name is Andrew Brooks. I'm here with the collective. This is something we do every Tuesday, except for the last week of the month, because that is when we're in boot camp. Every Thursday, we do in the field work and training. And so we do a new construction tour. We do a call night. We have a monthly sales rally that we go ahead and get people information about what to expect in the market. So if you guys are interested in any of that, feel free at the end of the class, we'll give you a way to get in touch with us and see some of these classes. 2 weeks from now, we're going to have Nick Krim and the certified AI agent class that he did 2-3 weeks ago for us.
Next week.
And sorry, it's actually next week. I'm going in 2 weeks from now. So next week we have Nick Krim in the AI class. So you really want to tune in for that. We had a lot of great feedback and engagement and a lot of great conversation at his class. It really opened my mind. He had been trying to get me to take that for over a year. And, and I think he definitely worked on this craft. And it was an amazing class. So we highly encourage you guys to come back next week. We will be here. We can get you guys those links. But like I said, if you want to plug in with us, our community, our network, we are the Real Estate Collective. And this is something we do every Tuesday. And so it's just a part of what we do. So without further ado, I'd like to thank Rich Terrell and Appley Home Mortgages. They help facilitate all this. They're one of our main sponsors and help provide this room that we're coming to you live in through your computer. And if it wasn't for all their great technology, we wouldn't be able to bring this to you guys. So thank you, Rich Terrell and Appley. And other than that, guys, I'm going to let Jasmin get to it, man, because she's got a lot of great information. That's what you're here for. You're not here to listen to me talk. So appreciate everybody logging in today. Without further ado, I'm bringing up Jasmin Lesser. Or does that go on?
This one, I'm gonna just check it. Should I stand here, Rich, or is it okay over there?
Either side, either side.
This side's fine. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing out there? I'm so excited to be here. Very excited to show you how to empty the box open house power pack style. So this is the way that we do collateral marketing via open houses with the LPT's power pack open house. So I'm going to go through a few things today. Very excited. It's the first time I'm presenting this class. So I'm really excited to dive deep into the box and get to know kind of the contents and how to utilize it for open house success. But first things first, where's there? Yes, sir.
It's not gonna work. I think I have to go with the mouse.
Okay,
Click the actual PowerPoint. I think that's what it needs to be associated with. There we go.
okay.
I think now.
No, can you hit escape, Andrew? I don't know how to.
Just, yeah.
Okay, so then I can. Okay. All right, wonderful. So now I figured it out. Doing great. All right, so let's get started. So first things first, a little bit about me. You know what? I like to stand over here. I want to stand right here because then I'm closer to the other monitor. It's kind of nice. Okay, so I am the theme park realtor, known in my community and also on social media. I love theme parks and I put it in part of my branding because I'm there all the time. My fiance works for the theme parks. So of course, I'm gonna always be there. I have 15 years sales experience in all sorts of sales, you name it. Beauty products to beauty manufacturing products to roller coasters. I'm in it. So I've also done 5 years of real estate and I'm also a trainer at LPT Realty's New Agent Boot Camp every month. It's the fourth week, I think, of every month, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I'll get a little bit into that in about a second or so. I'm also a member of the real estate.
All right, can you guys hear us?
Please give us a thumbs up or in the chat if you can hear us.
Yeah, we're back.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're good.
Wonderful. Okay, you can see it. I'm gonna walk up to the camera just a little bit with the products so that they can see them a little bit more up close. Just hit play. Slide, I think slide and play. Okay. And we're back. Thank you for being patient with us. I think should be. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna go over the New Agent Boot Camp, as I said, and also the Mastering Open House Success class. And then we're gonna take a deep dive into the Listing Power Tools Open House Power Pack. We're gonna get into what's included, the text capture technology. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions on that, so hopefully I can answer them. And during each of these moments, I'm gonna ask if I have any questions. So please feel free to enter it in the chat, and Juliana can go ahead and let me know what those questions might be. Then we're gonna get into the contents. Now, if you've taken my open house class, you will know that I like to separate it into about 3 sections. 3 is my magic number. So I decided to separate all of these contents into 3 different sections. We have the what, the why, and the how. What it is, why it works, why I think it's great, and how to use it, okay? To utilize it for lead prospecting in open houses. My class touches on that, and I'll get into that in a second. And then we're gonna take a quick look at the prospecting pack because the open house listing power packs have the option to do an open house prospecting pack and also a listing exposure digital campaign for open houses. So they offer all the same things that you can get. If you aren't a listing agent, this is your opportunity to utilize the tools as a listing agent without being a listing agent. So it's a very wonderful program that they have set up for us and a lot of different contents. It's a lot of information, but I hope that I've gotten it organized enough for you guys that we'll be able to kind of break it down and understand it together. So let's get into the New Agent Boot Camp. I'll be quick on this one because I know you guys want to get into the meat and potatoes of everything. So it's a 3-day, it's an interactive boot camp, and it's located at LPT's headquarters in Lake Mary. So it's over in Lake Mary, that's where we host it. It's the 4th week of every month, as I said, and it's a Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, so it's 3 days. I definitely recommend this for new agents. This is very good to learn the basics, and it's a really great refresh for seasoned agents. So I really recommend that you take it. Come and see what we're all about, learn how to work Desi, learn how to use Loop, learn how to understand what buyers and sellers are needing and to understand their pains. Come and join us. You'll learn the collateral marketing system from Robert Palmer, and it includes the tech systems and tools, as well as all the things that you need to start your business with LPT Realty, learning how to navigate, connect, and as I said, dot, loop, and DESI. You're also going to understand compliance rules. We also teach contracts, state-specific laws. We've done Florida and Texas. Hopefully we'll add more, but right now we focus mainly, of course, when we're doing contracts and stuff, it's going to be Florida based and based on the Florida regulations and laws. And then it's also offered in person and on Zoom. So if you can't get to us, if you're one of those stay-at-home types, if you can't get to us for whatever reason, you can get on Zoom and register for the New Agent Bootcamp to be there and get the same, well, I mean, it's more interactive when you're there in person, but you're still gonna get the same kind of content and knowledge that you would get from being in person at our bootcamp. Now, my class, well, I divided it into 8 sections as to what you can expect from learning from my open house class. Now, the text is a little bit spaced out, but I think the content is still going to be as valuable to you. So you're going to learn how to build relationships with listing agents. It's the most important thing for our open house class. Learning how to build these relationships will help you go from $200,000 open houses to $800,000 open houses with the same agent, and you're following their journey as well as them following yours. You're going to learn how to leverage research. You're going to be the #1 expert in that neighborhood to every single open house that you attend and you host. I teach you ways to leverage your research to be able to do that. You're going to optimize, you're going to do strategic planning and execution of open houses from start to finish. We get into all of that at the class. You'll also optimize your open house presentation with digital, print, and interactive media. And then, of course, engagement through connection. I mean, connecting, we're in the people business, so you're always going to learn how to connect with us, especially at open houses, because you're having a lot of people come in with to see your open house. And there are a lot of fears and objections that we see happen during the process of home buying, and it's no different with open houses. You're going to learn how to overcome those fears and objections and handle them in a professional manner, even if you're an agent starting day 1. And you're also going to learn follow-up techniques. So it's really great to be able to know how to talk to people after the open house, because that's when the real work begins. And you'll gain the unfair advantage by utilizing all of these amazing tools that LPT Realty has to offer, as well as some of the tips that we can teach you in our marketing and experience that we've had previously to LPT Realty. So it's a great class. I really hope that you guys will come, join us, and see what New Agent Bootcamp's all about, because it really is vital to your business. So now we're here for what you'd like to hear. This is introducing the LPT Realty Power Tools Power Pack Open House Edition. So there is a lot of stuff to unfold in this box. I'm going to go through it piece by piece, but first I want to give you an overview of what it is and explain the text capture technology, because that's very important. It's in every single product, and it's something that you should probably understand before you're going into it, before you're auditioning, before you're emptying the box, or even getting opinions from everyone around you about what they feel about the box. And let's get into what's included. So I'm going to go quickly through this, and then we'll go through each thing individually. So you're going to get one sign writer, right? You're going to get one sign writer. It's not up there on the image of the slideshow. You're not going to see that, unfortunately, but it is definitely there. I'll show you when we get to the camera. You're going to get 24 large flyers, or as Robert likes to call them, leave behind flyers. You're going to get 28 small flyers, much smaller than the large flyers, if you haven't guessed. Then you're going to get 16 postcards, 45 business cards. However, they're separated into 2 different types of business cards. We have the double-sided business card and the folding business card. And we'll get into all of that once we get to that point. Then we have thank you cards, which I think is an amazing asset to this open house power pack. I do have my favorites, but we can utilize all of them, and we'll get into that. And then you also get 42 door hangers and the glorious 20 neighborhood reports. This is an add-on to your power pack, and I don't get into the specifics on how to order one, but Penny Donald definitely has training on that on the knowledge base. She's the corporate trainer, and she's amazing at what she does, so definitely go and check that out. But it's an add-on. It's for free to add on to your open house power pack, and I think it is like the biggest secret weapon for your open house power pack. Okay. So let's get into what the text capture technology is. I'm going to use the sign writer as an example, and you're going to be seeing this one very closely soon. I'm not sure. Could I see it? Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the sign writer. Hi. This is the sign writer, and as you can see down here at the bottom, it has a phone number, and it says call or text this phone number. But you text this message to that phone number, or you just give a call to it. So how does it work? Basically, the prospect can either call or text the auto response AR. I think it's called auto response number that you get when you sign up for your listing power pack. You are going to be asked to put it to get or you're required to have it, an auto response number. This number is going to stay with you for all of your, I think it's not specific to the listing. I think I've seen it on multiple ones, but you're going to have that number, and that's the number that's going to show up on here. So this isn't my cell phone number. This is my auto response number that they give me. Then once they text this number to this number, they're going to receive a triggering response, taking them to a website that is one of a kind designed with property information, the things that they're going to want to know. Right? The things that they're going to want to know. And also we'll be telling you that somebody has gotten the information on this. There are two different ways to do this. They have the option that is not the upgrade, and you will be using the listing power tools when you go into the website. It's called the listing lead platform. Basically, it's a web in the website down at the bottom, and it helps you communicate with the leads that are coming in. So you'll get that response, hey, somebody is on your listing lead platform. You go onto the website and you can get the leads information, their phone number, all of that stuff. I'm not quite sure. I'm still trying to figure out that if you do the upgrade, if they send the text to your phone, but with the upgrade, and that's $5 per listing, you're going to get automated responses, follow-up responses. It's a more personalized and branded experience. Also, and I believe this is true, when they call the phone number on the free version, they're going to get an automated response. But on the premium version, I think it gets connected to your phone so you can connect with them live. So this text capture technology is very important and is infused in every single one of our products that I'm going to be showing you today. It's everywhere. So it's constantly telling them that they can use this as the main form of communication. Once you get to that listing lead platform, you can then take the phone number, call them from your cell phone, and whatever else you need to do. But with the $5, you get that automated response and follow-up response, which is really great if you're doing this a lot and you want to tailor that to your business. And as I said, it really does. My personal experience with this, it creates an inbound marketing atmosphere. And what I mean by that is with listings, you don't always meet the listing agent. Wouldn't you agree? When you're going on Zillow and you want to do a tour, we all know as agents that it doesn't get sent to the listing agent when a client goes through Zillow. But with this, it's kind of like with an open house. They're seeing all of your branding. They're seeing all of this information. They're meeting you before they're meeting you. So we have an advantage as agents doing open houses with this power pack because we're creating a relationship with them before they even step through the door. And it all starts with the sign writer. And that's what I'm getting into today. So I'm going to read the what from the screen because I want to give you a very clear description of what it is. And from what I've written, it's able to do so.
Hey, give us 1 second.
Let's screen share so they can see
No
the
screen
presentation.
share.
Screen share.
Yeah, just so they can see the PowerPoint.
All right, 1 second. We're going to screen share. Hi, it's me. Okay, so is there a way to?
Because Andrew, you might have to go back and forth, so I don't know if you want to keep that.
Hang tight with us, guys. Hang tight. So these things can be ordered via the LPT Connect. You can go ahead and you can order it through there. And we're going to get into the sign writer. So as you can see, something that's really cool about this before I dive into it, I was really concerned when you see sign writers, for those of you who don't know what they are, when you do a listing and you see a listing sign, right? You get your post, you get your listing sign, and then you see the little grommets at the bottom of the listing sign, right? A lot of the times you'll see if they're asking for you to have them. I always recommend them because they're great for adding writers. But you have these little grommets. And I was really concerned.
Go see mommy and daddy.
Worked with, I haven't been able to have grommets on me, and I don't purchase grommets at the. That can be difficult. Now, one thing that's great about the Listing Power Tools Power Pack is that they offer zip ties. I found it in my Power Pack. How amazing is that? I can just slip it right through and I can put it onto the listing sign. So very easy attachment. Go ahead and get some scissors. I always keep them in my car. It's a very good tool to have as a realtor. You never know where you're gonna need them. And you can go ahead and snip them off at the end of your open house marketing. Perfect. So what it is, I'm going to read this off to you and you guys can read along with the PowerPoint, but it's a digitally interactive sign writer showcasing your open house and providing buyers with an opportunity to connect directly to you via text capture technology. So the reason that I love this is it's one of those things where they're connecting with you before they're connecting. You put this on the side of the, on the listing sign, and there's a customer that's driving up and says, honey, pull the car over. I just saw something that says open house. I know I love this area. I want to do this open house. When is it? They back the car up and they see on this sign writer that it says Saturday, March 2nd, and it tells you that it's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And they tell you to call or text this phone number. Very clear, very bold, and very informative. It doesn't really beat around the bush. You're not going to see my face on this. This one doesn't have personal branding, but it gets you right to the point. So imagine getting leads from an open house before the open house even starts. This is what's going to happen with this. So you just wait and watch and the leads will roll in. And the best way to do that is to build these relationships with listing agents. And that's what we teach at the New Agent Bootcamp. If you're building a relationship with them, they're going to know you want to market the house properly. They're not going to feel threatened by this because it doesn't have your branding. You're not obstructing the branding of the listing agent. And if you can put it up the week of the open house so that any traffic that's coming in can see this and text this and get your information.
Kim wants to know, can you have it printed for 2 days, like a Saturday and a Sunday, or is it just one day?
So what I've seen is that it has the one date. I'm going to be talking to support if you'd like to put in a ticket and see if they're able to do more than that. I think that there is a tagline. I have to check again because I know for the listing power pack, there is a tagline. But for right now, from what I've seen, it just has the one date. If anyone else has done different, please put it in the chat. I'm always open to learning. If I haven't been able to figure it out myself, 2 heads are better than 1. So I hope that answers it. But right now, I've just seen it that you have the one date. Do we have another question?
That's it.
All right, wonderful. So for the sign writer, that's how I would approach it. Going a couple days into the open house. I would do the week of. I mean, if you've already gotten it settled, we talk about how to get an open house, but let's say this isn't your listing. I want to be specific for this if it's not your listing. You're building that relationship. We teach that at the New Agent Bootcamp. So let's get to the next product. And I have them all here ready to go. And that is
You might.
the large flyer. Okay, guys. Let's see if I can show it. I get up here. Can you see that, Juliana?
Back up a little.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Ooh, I saw the camera move. That's nice stuff here we've got here. So this is the large flyer that's found in the open house power pack. So what it is, oh, it went backwards. I apologize, guys. I need to click it again.
It should be.
Okay, hold on. Wow, we're doing my whole presentation. Here we go. Well, you got a preview. Hopefully you put some screenshots in there, huh? No, just kidding. We'll get to it. So this is the large flyer. And as you can see, it's a bold flyer that features the high definition photography and text capture technology. Now, there are a lot of reasons why I like this, this flyer. It shows high definition image. The first thing that you see on it is the listing in big letters. You've got all the information. Now, when I went to school for advertising and public relations, I graduated from UCF, go Knights, charge on. And when I did that, they taught us one thing that stuck with me for the rest of my college career and into my professional career. And that is when you're looking at print advertising, and this goes to show how thoughtful and smart that Robert Palmer is with this, because I noticed it after the fact, and the fact that he does nothing unintentionally. If you look at any kind of ad, on the right-hand side of any ad, they usually put the logo. Did you know why that is? Because our eye line goes straight there. So if you're seeing this really big image, the first thing that you're going to see next is your picture. It's always agent-centric, agents first, right? So we're going to be showing your branding on the front and the back of the flyer. And as you can see, there's a few more images on there. Isn't that great? On the front, you're going to see the address of the property, and you're also going to see the text capture technology, very prominent on the front page, right? Very simple, just kind of gives you a preview so that you want to flip it over. And when you flip it over, can you see that all right? Is that good? You can see the text capture technology here, and you'll also have your branding again, your top of mind twice. And I love that that's what they offer for the large flyer. Also, at the top, you're going to see the open house information. Most of these flyers, you're going to see the open house information. It's very clear. And most of the time, these things are going to end up on the fridge, huh? They're very beautiful. They're the leave behind flyers they usually use for listings. But how I would display it is I would display it on the tabletop as a display flyer. This can be used, especially because you're going to run out of those neighborhood reports. So having this here can act as another flyer. Now, I'm not going to stop encouraging this. Please get your local MLS customer synopsis, print it out, and make sure that you have that there as well. It's a great tool, factual tool right there that you can hand to them, especially if they're C personality, which you can learn at New Agent Boot Camp, and you can be able to give it to them right away. But this large flyer is a great flyer to have on your tabletop. The next thing that I'm going to get into is the smaller flyer. So I'm going to walk up to you again. Maybe I should keep all my stuff like by you, Juliana. That way I don't have to walk so much, huh? Gotta get my steps in before my wedding, but I don't want to walk that much. Come on, I got heels on. All right. The next thing is the small flyer. So I'm going to go ahead. Can you see that, Juliana? All right. So the small flyer is the smaller information flyer, and it features the open house information. As you can see here, I've got the open house information with the address right there. You've got the times, and then more details or information, please call or text. It's got the text capture technology, and of course, your face. You're branded on every single one of these flyers or these products. Isn't that great? And also, there's a back. I'll get into the backs. Utilize the backs of these. This was featured at the Grand Prix conference, but that would be the door hanger. We'll get into that one too. I get very excited about that. So the best way to do this is that it's smaller, right? It's smaller than the large flyer. That's a good thing because it can be placed a lot and to better places. It can be placed easier. Excuse me. It's still early, my brain. So you can be placed in better places. It's more malleable. You can take this and you can put it on bulletin boards, coffee shops, school halls, those free information stands. Just go ahead and slip them in. Got a favorite restaurant? Go ahead and talk to the chef and say, please, 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 I come here every Wednesday. I spend a lot of money. Can I please put my flyer up? Go to your nail salon. I know you realtors go into the nail salon. You know who you are. You know exactly who you are. Getting those nails done. You've built those relationships. Hopefully you've built enough community relationships. You'll be able to put this there. And it keeps you top of mind with your face. Again, meeting you before they meet you. After that, if you have any questions, please place them in the chat.
We just got a question. Is there a way to make it say Saturday, like the 2nd or 2 to 4 instead of a specific date?
So they require you when you're doing the open house. That's another thing, as I said to Kim earlier, that's something that we need to look into. But right now you do have to put a date in. It's required in order to purchase the power pack. At least that's what I've been told from marketing. And every time that I was trying to do it, it's making me put in an exact date. So you do have to do that. And there are ways to do it.
Because I think she's asking like Saturday, like 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. instead of like
March.
Saturday. Right.
Yeah. So you have to be very specific with the dates. It's kind of required. You have to put the month, you have to put the day, they have a calendar, and you have to click it. Now, hopefully we'll be able to do it so that it can be used multiple times, but right now they have that date. And as I said, I am talking to marketing. Maybe we'll be able to, if you feel that way too, voice your opinion. But I feel like right now it's required to have that date. Yeah. Anything else? No, great. Okay, so let's go to the next product. Very excited about these. Here we go. Postcards. So this is the fourth, in my opinion, this is the fourth most personal product that we offer at that they offer in the Power Pack. Now, I'm gonna give you a close-up look. Yeah. So this is the postcards front. So the postcards front has your branding. Look at my face. You're gonna have to see my face this entire presentation. And it's got the text capture technology information right here. And it has the address of the property. It's a lot like the large flyer, except it's in postcard form. And when you flip it over, you've got your branding again, and you've got 2 photos of the property. You can see this little area right here. So what you can do, it adds a personal touch to direct mail. Usually the times that you see direct mail, you're not really getting that personal touch. Down here, you're writing out the addresses. I'm gonna do a little bit of work with this one. You're writing out the addresses, and I strongly suggest doing it the week of the open house. Try to do it before then. If you've secured these relationships with these listing agents, if you have it in your calendar that you're doing these open houses, which I hope you do, you will be able to send these out with enough time after you've ordered it. So you send them out to them and you write a little note down here. If you can write their address small, it gives you enough room to send that personal touch and write a note to them. People always love handwritten notes, don't they? So when you're able to do that, it creates that more personal thing. They're seeing your handwriting, they're seeing your face. They're really setting you up for success here. It's not, oh. Okay. Business cards. Let's talk about business cards. So as I said, there are two different business cards. Okay, you're gonna have the double-sided business card, which is the single card like this. Your traditional business card, what you would usually use. However, it's got an image of the property right in the front. Is that nice? And it also gives you open house at the top. So if people are looking at this business card and it's flat up like that, they're gonna see open house and the address. Can they get a good look at that, Juliana? I apologize from the mark on my hand. I can't see you though.
Yeah, you could see it.
Okay, great. And then the back has your branding, because of course they're not gonna forget about you, right? And the text capture technology. So perfect for that single business card. The folding business card is next. And this is really cool. I haven't seen a lot of these. So when we first got introduced to the open house power pack, it was really cool to be able to see a different way to utilize the business card. It folds just like this. So I'll show you the exterior. And of course, it's got that big picture of the listing. It's the focal point. It makes people want to open it, right? Nothing that Robert does is unintentional. On the back, it says open house, and it says the address and the call to text. So text capture technology again. And when you open it, they're like, oh, I want to see what's this open house about? There's your face right there at the top of the card. How nice is that? It's got your stuff. And also another thing you can do with this open house power pack, I don't know if you can see it. I had my previous, our team before we merged to the Real Estate Collective, they allow you to put your team logo. So it's small, but it's there. Also on the front of the power pack box, you are able to put your team's logo there too. It's a $10 upgrade, but it's still available for you to do, especially if you want to look a little flashy when you're walking into those listing appointments or open house appointments with the listing agent if they're not from this brokerage. So that's the folding business card. How to use this? Please make this your business card for the week. That's what Robert says. I'm going to send you guys a link to, at the end of this presentation, to Robert Palmer's listing presentation utilizing the listing power pack. I urge you, it's not this, it's, different tools are going to be used different ways for the different packs. But Robert explains each product and how it uses connection, recognition, and an emotional value to it, as well as exposure. And he goes through that. And you can also even download his listing PowerPoint presentation for you to be able to utilize it in your own. I wouldn't copy and paste it. I think people are going to know. But take some of the information and use it to your own advantage. So that would be the business cards. Also, you can take these folding business cards at your open houses, because I digress, and you can put this on your display table. Look how cute that is. Imagine all of those in a little row. I mean, people are going to want to grab these ones before. If they see these two, these are going to be your sticky ones. We have those leave behind flyers that are sticky, but these are great. I want to use this as your business card. And we hand our business cards out like candy, don't we? I mean, I hand mine out to literally anyone. And when I'm at Epcot and I'm in line, I'm handing them out. So put these in the fishbowl for lunch. You never know if the owner is looking to buy a house, right? You never know what opportunity awaits you. And this is a really cool, unique perspective on the business card there. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Now, this is what I think to be the third most personal touch when it comes to this marketing pack. Now, I'm going to go to the bottom of my presentation here and just say it because I love to say it. I am a card person. If you are not sending out cards for every single occasion, and that's another class for a different time for reasons why we should be contacting people. If you're not doing it, you need to start doing it now. I don't care how long you've been in the industry. I love cards. I send out Christmas cards. People look forward to my Christmas cards because I write a little blurb and I also wish them tons of closings, right? So I send them to everyone, to vendors, and that's exactly what you can do with this. Now we talk about at the New Agent Bootcamp, we talk about building relationships with listing agents. Dream with me here, folks. Imagine you are the listing agent and you've had a hard day. This property that you've been trying to sell has been on the market for 60 days. You got an open house that was done by an agent who was so eager to do it, even though it's been sitting there. You're tired, you're exhausted, you get the mail. You got a bunch of bills. You got another person from a healthcare place, from trying to sell you healthcare that you didn't want to see again. So you're throwing things out and then you get this card. You get an envelope and it has it addressed to you. You open it up and it's your listing, a beautiful card saying thank you. That's all. And it has your address. This is your listing. And you look at it and you open it up and it says, hi, Mr. Listing Agent. Thank you so much for letting me do the open house. We loved your property, and a lot of the clients that came in said that the roof looked immaculate. It was gorgeous. I really hope to be able to do more open houses for you again, and I can't wait to work with you in the future. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope that you can have a great weekend of relaxation. All my best, Jasmin Lesser, the theme park realtor, AKA your open house hoster for March 2nd. This is really going to be a game changer when it comes to building relationships with people. When you have all of this automated direct mail being sent to you and you have a personalized card sent to you, I mean, it's a game changer. Now, you're probably wondering, where's my branding? Where's the text capture technology? Well, we don't want to be rude to this listing agent, right? We're gonna make it smaller, but there it is, right there at the bottom of the card. If you pull it up, you can see, if you zoom in, it has the text, it's very, I like to say it's humble, right? It's very modest and small. So they're gonna go ahead and give you that information. And then you still have my name, you still have my license number, and you still have LPT and even my team's logo. So it's a great personal touch. Send this out following the open house. If you have built a relationship with a client and you have their address, send it out immediately. Send it to the vendor. Like, let's say you're working with Rich at an open house and he is coming as your mortgage professional to your open house. Send him a thank you card, right? If you're not utilizing them, you really need to be. And when you listen to Robert's thing, he agrees with me, which I love that we have the same mindset on that. Now we're going to get into what was discussed at LPT's Grand Prix on Real Estate First Fridays. I was so excited when I heard this come up. You have no idea, because this was something that I had figured out in my house while I was trying to figure out ways of prospecting, and I realized something about these door hangers, and we'll get into that at the end. But let's talk a little bit. I'm jumping the gun here. Let's talk a little bit about what it is. So this is a vibrant door hanger featuring the property photos, has the text capture technology, and your open house information. So why I think this is great is that, as you can see, it's very easy to hang. These little round things fit on basically any doorknob, unless it's, a giant doorknob, but I feel like you could use the prospecting pack for that. It also gives all of the information up front, right? You don't, your eye follows it. The open house, the photos, it's got the text capture technology. It's got all of the details. It just, your eyes can easily follow this. So it's not too overwhelming for a marketing product. And the text capture technology, it helps for a fast connect. So the best way to use this as a conversation piece with door knocking. And at the New Agent Bootcamp, we get into some of the ways to door knock when you see no soliciting signs and all of that. And I teach a tip for that as well. And I can go into that with you guys at the New Agent Bootcamp, but I might give you a little hint now. So I'll tell you how it goes. It goes a little something like this. You get up to the door. Excuse me, Juliana. You're my door. Hi there, my name is Jasmin Lesser with LPT Realty. How you doing? So I am having an open house on March 2nd from 11 to 2, and there's going to be cars coming down. It's a 123 Main Street over there. So if there's cars blocking you in, or if there's any issues at all when that's happening from 11 to 2, here, please take my information, give me a call. And by the way, did you notice this is a blank back? This is what I came up with. You can write your personal cell phone in there. You can write a little note saying, here, call me if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help you. Jasmin Lesser, and then my phone number. Even put your handle in there, right, Juliana? You got to market yourself online. So put your social media handle there as well. So this is a great tool for a conversation piece. Now, let's say that they don't answer the door. Hi, just wanted to let you know that we're having an open house from 10 to 2. If you're having anybody blocking you in, or if there's any trouble, please feel free to give me a call. Here's my personal cell phone number. Thank you. And please feel free to stop by if you'd like. Sincerely, Jasmin Lesser, phone number. This blank back provides an opportunity to prevent us from soliciting. When they see this on the door, they're going to flip it over and see that we were just offering the information. And that's something that you can use in your open house door knocking and in prospecting in general. You want to offer information. We don't want to be sleazy salespeople, right? So I think that's wonderful. It's a wonderful technique. It was featured on Real Estate First Fridays. Very excited so that people can utilize these backs. You can also utilize it on the back of the small flyer because they have a back as well. And it's not clicking for me. Let's try it again. Thanks for putting up with me, guys. Let's get into the neighborhood report. Let me just make sure that is working. No? I don't know what's going on with this.
It's on there.
It's on there? Okay. All right, so let's get into the neighborhood report. Now, so the door knockers is the second most personal touch. But I feel like this one, or the second most, this is the most personal document that you're gonna have at your open houses. This is the neighborhood report. This is an add-on. You have to make sure, please make sure when you're ordering it that you're clicking that box, add on the neighborhood report, and you'll see a beautiful number, $0. It's a free add-on, but please make sure you click it or else you're not gonna get it, and you need it. You need to get it. So what it is, it's a captivating bifold flyers highlighting your property, open house details, and neighborhood and regional attraction insights. Now, what the heck does that mean? If you're looking at this flyer, I'm gonna go on the outsides first, and then we'll go into the insides. You're gonna see it looks a lot like that large flyer that we had earlier, right? We have that information here with the address and the text capture technology, as well as the branding. You're also gonna notice that on the back of it, it looks a lot similar to that large flyer, right? It's got the pictures and it's got the open house information, everything that you could possibly need, as well as your branding. Now, what makes this different from the large flyer is that they have personally tailored an infographic report for you. Now, I want you to picture when we were doing open houses pre-LPT Power Pack, right? Before that, we were having to make reports on real reports. We're getting on camera. It's taking you a long time. You got to look up market reports. There's a lot of other programs that they offer, real reports, tons of stuff. However, if it was done for you and it looks like this, I mean, can you see the whole thing there? Is that top and bottom? I mean, this is incredible. I love, this is my favorite product. So I'm a big reports person. So
I'm turning it down.
see here is a photo of the property, just to keep you reminded, even though you just saw it really big here. Another reminder, recognition through repetition. And it's going to tell you with this map where the nearest coffee shop is, hospital, airport, dry cleaners, the gas station, grocery store, the gym, movie theater, pharmacy, post office, even ATMs, and of course, libraries. And it's telling you how far away it is from this specific property. Now, see this big circle here? It's saying, where do we eat? So you want to know where the nearest 4-star restaurants are? Well, there's about 165 at this listing. I mean, that's amazing. And they'll tell you exactly what type. So if you're craving a deli or American, Thai, Japanese, it's going to tell you that there are 20 plus Japanese restaurants in the vicinity. Now, this is close to downtown Orlando, so of course there's a ton of restaurants. But you're going to see that this information is going to be helpful for people who are looking to move here. Where's the school? Where am I going to be able to go do my grocery shopping? And right here, you're going to see the home icon. It's right in the center here of where the property is. This is a close-up snapshot at the area of the property. And then you're going to see at the top here that there's a regional snapshot. Now, I am the theme park realtor, and depending on where you're living, you're going to have different things that are going to be there. But because I'm the theme park realtor, when I opened this up and I saw the roller coaster, and I saw that it was telling people in Orlando where the theme parks were, it's like nothing that they do is unintentional. So you get this regional map. Now, my biggest tip for you is to add a gold star, add some personalized details. Do you have another restaurant that you don't think that they would be able to see here? It's about 20 minutes away. Do you have a favorite place or farmers markets that you know of in the area that may not be on here? Go ahead and put a little sticky note here so that they can see that. And go ahead and put a gold star by the house so they know where their house is, because it does happen to be the same color as the other icons. But I think this is the most personal touch because it dives deep into the property and the specs of the surrounding areas and amenities. And it's great for people who are looking to move here. If the flyer doesn't end up on the fridge, they sure will. And those 20 are going to be gone by the middle of your open house. So make sure that you have the flyers on hand because you are going to need them once these fly off the shelves. So do we have any questions on the information that goes into the Power Pack in general?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, we're doing great on time for this. So we're going to dive in a quick look. We're almost towards the end here. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the other products that are offered for open houses. Now, I'm not going to dive as deep as I have with these products, but it is definitely helpful. Another thing I'd like to add, when you do your Desi design and you're doing your marketing and adding your headshots, my business cards look a little different than my Power Packs are. That's because you can choose different headshots. Right, so if you want to choose this headshot, make sure that you put that one as your first, move them around. That's what I did, and I was able to utilize my second headshot. Because my first one has me like this. My second one has me like that. So I was able to do that because I want people to call me. I want them to know that I'm available on the phone. And since this is a marketing material directed at sales, prospecting, I have my phone on my hand to make sure that they know that I have that available. So the other products that they offer for the listing power tools are also available for the open houses. So let's get into a little bit what those are. Let me get the clicker. I'm gonna need this mouse. Okay. No. How do I? Okay.
Paper Zoom share.
Okay. Okay.
There's always a bit of delay.
It's not showing my presentation, Andrew.
It's not loading that.
Why is it not loading that?
Not sure.
Okay, well, this is a picture of the prospecting pack. So hopefully the next slide will go. Yeah, okay, great. So this is the prospecting pack for open houses. So I'm gonna get into a little bit what do those things entail so that you know what's in there. So you're gonna have the jumbo door hangers. When we have our traditional door hangers, you saw the size of them. I want you to make them bigger. This is really good for door knocking in big neighborhoods. It's gonna be helpful if you're really trying to pull in that prospecting. You're not gonna get some of the information and some of the products that you would with the power pack itself, but you are gonna get a lot more of those door knockers, of those double-sided business cards to help you with that. So you're gonna get 80 of those jumbo door hangers. They're bigger, easier to read. You can put those on those really big doorknobs as we just talked about. You're also gonna get that large flyer I showed you at the beginning, right? It's gonna be perfect for handing out. You're gonna get the regular size door hangers, you get 90 of those. So this is very heavy for those of you who like to door knock. I have a member on our team, April, she loves door knocking. So this prospecting power pack is perfect for someone who's wanting to do that. And then you're also going to get the small flyer. You're going to get 60 of those. This is all about handing out that information to bring in leads, to bring in all of that communication. Do you have any questions on that? I don't see the chat. Andrew, are you in the chat right now? Where's that chat so I can see? You could pull that up. All right, great. So that's the prospecting pack. And now let's do a quick look into the listing power tools, listing exposure digital campaign. So you probably have seen this for the listings, but you can do the same thing for open houses. And some of the ways that they offer this, I'll explain it. I have it in bullet points, but I was able to get very good clarification on how this works. Basically what happens is you're going to be putting this into LPT's listing power tools and you're ordering this. When you click order, the marketing team devises a campaign. It's a social media or it's a digital campaign for online advertising. And as you can see, some of these different types of pictures or downloads, images, that's the word, images that you're going to be seeing are some of the ads and what they kind of look like. So what happens is it's a 2-week period and they're going to go out and they're going to send out an ad geo-targeting within a 20-mile radius of the open house property. What this means is that when somebody gets on the computer, if they live in the 20-mile vicinity, which is a pretty big radius of that area, it's going to reach a lot of people. So they're going to click on, their websites, and those little ads that you see pop up throughout online sites, they follow you around. That's what's going to happen with your site. So it's going to be very much recognition. When they click it, they'll go to the website. You get the, no, sorry about that. They're going to get the information on that. This is more of a digital exposure campaign and not a lead generation campaign. So you're not going to be getting people's information. It's more getting the word out there. This is great for a property that's been sitting on the market for a while. When you need to get that exposure out, when you're wanting to hype up the excitement prior to an open house, this will be great. So it can get up to 12,000 impressions over the period of 2 weeks. And up to 30 clicks, which I think is very good to get that interactive going with those said clients. And then at the end of the 2 weeks, you're going to receive a customized report from the marketing department entailing the reach and all of the details of how the marketing campaign went and the exposure and how it was done. So for the most part, I think that's exactly how it works. If you have any questions about said prospecting pack or the digital marketing exposure, listing exposure pack, please feel free to contact support or put in a ticket with marketing. Support is great at LPT Realty. You just go into the support tab in your LPT Connect, and within minutes, you usually receive an answer. If not, give them a call, talk to Alanis, talk to Jada, talk to Kevin, talk to all of them because they're there for you to help you with that support. So that, do we have any questions on either of those? Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. That is my presentation on the listing power pack. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please find me on social media or through our link tree. My handle is the Theme Park Realtor, and you should be able to find me on there or just search my name on Facebook and I'll be happy to help you. Again, please keep in mind that our New Agent Boot Camp is every 4th week of the month on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. It's a 3-day boot camp, and I teach my Mastering Open House Success guide, usually on day too. So come join me for 2 hours and help you master open house
Question,
success.
someone said, where do I put the stamp on the postcard? And also the link for.
Yeah, the stamp will probably be, no, that is a good question.
You should.
I'm thinking right here.
Anyway.
I'm thinking right here. So as you can see right here, there's a little bit of space, so you put your forever stamp right there.
And then the link for Robert's presentation.
Okay, yeah.
Is that what wouldn't load?
No,
Oh.
no, I you went onto the,
Yeah, I have the link, but
Yeah.
do they know?
So we're gonna go ahead and send you the link now. Thank you for reminding me. To Robert Palmer's listing presentation where he utilizes the listing power tools power pack for listings specifically. And he also has a presentation that he goes through that you can download as well and use it to your advantage. I urge you to do that, especially if you want to learn more about the power of recognition and repetition in the products, and especially in the listing power tools and how to utilize that with your sellers. And hopefully we'll do another class on that. Should you guys have enjoyed this class, we can do that again, featuring the listing power tools, and we can get a more up close look in all of those. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and send that link to you now through the chat, and you should receive it. All right, it's been sent. Please make sure you're logged in to LPT Connect when you click it. I think you have to be logged in order to access it, but you may not. So trial and error, my friends. But that is my presentation, and thank you so much. I'm going to pass it off to Andrew, and I can't wait to see you guys at the New Agent Boot Camp.
Good job.
Awesome. Thank you, Jasmin. Round of applause. Thank you so much. Did anybody have any questions about getting the power packs? I know you kind of touched on how to order them, right?
Mhm.
Vaguely.
Oh, yeah. I should
Yeah,
do
so,
thing and stuff.
I'm not sure if people have questions on that, but when you're in LPT Connect, right, you go to Listing Power Tools. It's one of its own applications, it's a little tab inside of Listing Power Tools. That tab, that app, you can access the power packs and order the different ones. That's where you would upload a listing. So if you have a listing, you get a free power pack included. So that's where you would upload that. Up on your screen, guys, I put 2 pieces of information. Number one, the QR code there connects you to our link tree, the Real Estate Collective. The first tab on that link tree is our calendar. So if you're interested in next week's AI class, that's where you'll be able to access it. We want to make sure we open up the registration to make sure we can get enough of you guys in there. I know some of you guys had some trouble. We thought we ordered the monthly plan, but it's per event, so we're gonna get the monthly plan, so that's already taken care of, so I apologize for that. But on that link tree, if you scan that QR code, you are able to access you can access each of our coaches from our collective that you see there in the photo. You can also see our calendar, our presentations that we do at boot camp. So there's a lot of great information. We're gonna keep updating that, keep getting better as we go along. Also, like I said, this was all brought to you by Rich Terrell and Apley Homes. So there's a flyer for Rich. So you can connect with them, see some reviews. He is our favorite loan guy. Somebody that's brought a ton of value to our group. And so hopefully if you're local to Orlando, state of Florida, he's really got resources for anybody, no matter where you're at, whether you're joining us in Florida or not. So make sure you connect with us. I'm gonna get Rich added to our link tree so you can access his information. But yeah, guys, I don't know if you got any other questions, if you want to raise your hand or put them in the chat, just stuff in general. Like I said, we do the boot camp for LPT Realty. We help facilitate that. So, there's a lot of things we know and have access to help you guys out. So hopefully if you're new to LPT, if you're new to the industry, a lot of our courses, trainings, stuff like that, stuff that we've been doing for over 5-6 years and have helped hundreds and hundreds of agents, probably in the thousands now, either get started, get to their next level. But that's something that we have a passion for and something that we do every day, really provide. So later this week, we have a contracts class. So in our boot camp, Dustin teaches a small portion of it because of liability or obviously best practice. They have the broker teach one part of the contract. We have a much more in-depth role play and breakdown and have you guys submit contracts. So this Friday at 10 a.m., we're going to be having another class. So you will find that if you could hit that QR code and go into our link tree and click on our calendar, it'll take you over to the full calendar. So you'll see the class is Friday. You'll see next Tuesday's certified AI agent. You'll see next Thursdays, if you are local to the Orlando market, next Thursday we're going out to a new construction neighborhood. We'd like to go there and just support each other, shoot some content. Not a ton of extra, it's just a fact of, hey, you got other people going, so maybe if you just need a buddy or you're an S type, I don't know if you know disc personality, that's something we teach. But if you're an S type and you like doing things together, you're more than welcome to come join us. We're going to be out, do we have a neighborhood yet?
Yeah, we're gonna be in Winter Garden.
We're going to be in Winter Garden. So if you're local to the Orlando market, the Winter Garden area, we're going to be out there checking out some new constructions, Highland Ranch.
Ridge.
Highland Ridge. So yeah, guys, we'd love to connect with y'all. Like I said, we're the Real Estate Collective. We do the Team Help Tuesdays. Was any other questions around the open house box? Is what we're here for. Thank you, Jasmin, for putting together another great presentation. We obviously have a much more in-depth class at boot camp that everybody's able to access. It's through Zoom as well too. So if you want to see that full class, that's going to be the last Wednesday of the month, usually 2 p.m. We'll make sure she goes at our 2 p.m. time coming up this month. We can have a laugh about it, right? No?
What? Are you talking about me?
Yeah, we can have a
Oh,
laugh.
yeah, I'm at 2 p.m. I'm at 2
I
p.m.
won't make that mistake. I put her 11 this last
And
time.
then we had all those technical
We
difficulties.
blew, everything blew up.
Bad juju.
Well, guys, that's who we are. All right, we're imperfectly perfect. So we like to have fun. We laugh at ourselves all the time. And we love to connect with you guys. So if there's no other questions, thank you so much, guys, for being here today. If you want any more follow-up, click that link tree. You can connect with Jasmin through our Instagram. You can connect with myself, Juliana, Sean, a whole bunch of resources there, Dan, and pretty soon Rich, your favorite loan guy, and Aptly Mortgages. So we thank you guys and love to connect with y'all. We'll see you next time.
Please.
Bye.